What's up, nerds? Today we are outside and we're gonna garden. So, yeah, welcome. Okay, thinking, I don't know what to start with. Probably help to get this open. Today's fit of the day is brought to you by Brandy Melville and my husband's work pants. Don't know where it did with my gloves. Right here. It did just rain. Oops. It did just rain. Everything is disgustingly wet. Make sure there's no spiders hiding in here. I think we're clear. You too. If there is, now they're dead. I really don't want to touch dead spiders either. All good. Okay. Let's open. This is organic potting soil. Indoor, outdoor. Today we're doing outdoor plants. This. Okay. Oh my god, my hair is I'm gonna get dirt everywhere today. Hence why I chose the work pants. My cushion, so I'm going to sit on my butt and do this. So I got all kinds of stuff today, and I got a few things last weekend. I think let's start with my hanging pots. These go on my front porch. Pretty nifty, if I do say so myself. And this one I am going, shoot, you need to be able to see that, don't ya? Don't spill everywhere. That's gonna spill everywhere. Just stand up. Please, thank you. That's not gonna work. That's better. Okay. Now, for my hanging plants, because those are going to be in full sun, I got some creeping Jenny, because I can handle full sun, and some snapdragons. And these are going to be yellowy, whitish, and I have a few others that are going to be pink. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in a little bed layer of soil. Now, one thing I have noticed about gardening in my brief time as a homeowner and someone with a garden to grow is I really, really, really enjoy growing things from seeds that I plant. However, it's mighty, mighty convenient to go ahead and buy things that have already been grown for a minute. So I've limited myself to starting seeds and things that are like food related. So like my herb garden is from seeds, though I will say I had to go and get some replacements because we had a freeze and most everything kind of bit the dust. However, I stuck with watering it, and some things have returned from the dead, which I am very thankful for, because I don't like just buying things that are already grown. In a way, it kind of feels like cheating, even though it's definitely not. And I would never tell anyone that did, oh, another yellow. I would never tell anyone that it is cheating, but just in my head, it's kind of hard to convince myself that it's not, for my sake. So these snapdragons, I am doing a yellow on the outside, pink on the inside. So it's like a pink sandwich with yellow. And then the creeping Jenny here up in the front. Here we go. Make sure that's hanging over the edge there. I'm gonna have to move that anyway. So when I do my filler, I kind of like to do it by hand, because if I just dump it in there with a shovel, then it's gonna go everywhere that I don't want it to go. I know you didn't sign up for a gardening channel. I would apologize, but in reality, this isn't just a writing channel. This is a wow, I thought something just landed on me. That was a little scary. As I was saying, this is a Libby channel. Yes, I mostly read and write, and I mostly talk about that. But I do a lot of other stuff too. And this is one of my favorite things to do. I am gonna I think I'm gonna call this. So I want you to spread your wings. Oh no! Uh-oh. Okay, and this is gonna grow pretty quickly and kind of curl over like hair. A little dirty. So there is the first hanging pot. I have pillars on my front porch, and the hangers are attached to each of the pillars. So, oh, hello. That's not ideal. Can we move you over? There we go. Oh, maybe right here. Aha! That's much better. Ta-da! Number one, those will bloom fairly quickly. Now let's do number two. Same situation. Creeping Jenny in the front, three snapdragon blossom things in the back. This one is going to be a yellow sandwich. Let's build our little bed. About getting the soil all like one level, because if you got a little bit it's coming up in your pre-pots, it'll level itself out. Just make sure that it's up at a good level, covers all the roots and everything like that, and you should be fine. Here is number two. That's good. Ta-da! Now the hanging plants are done. Oh goodness. Stupid chains. Okay. Now I have some, is it a spider? Probably was. I have some fun pots for just general display purposes. Oh. That's a nest. I really hope that doesn't have any babies in it, because I'm about to have to move it. That's not nice. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, seems empty. Having a, probably should not have just poked a spider nest right there, but there's something in it. All right. Lots of pollen in there. Okay, this one I am going to plant some dahlias. I got these from Costco. I got a pack of 8. It's like 26 bucks for 8 of these. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. Let's do a bed again. I think I'm gonna throw 2 of those in this pot. I think this is a 12-inch probably. Yeah, I think it's about 12. Not that it really matters. I'm not gonna fertilize any of this. I didn't get any perennials. Except maybe the creeping Jenny might make a comeback. No, it's not. No, it's not, because I had it last year. And it did not come back, not even a little bit. It actually died like in the middle of the summer because I forgot to tell my mom to water them when she came and watered my plants on a vacation. I came back and they were crispy, very crispy. I live in the Southeast. It's hot, very, very hot. It's hot right now. It's April, early April, and it's hot. And it just rained, so very humid. It's starting to rain again, of course, my luck. I don't think it should rain very much, but I'm just gonna, it's wanting to fall over. It's getting a little tall, and this soil that it's in is not the most moist. Sorry, but it's not. It's a little dry. Gonna have to give everything a little shower, because apparently the rain shower that just came through here was not enough. And I'm just gonna squish it on down to the level of the other one. Boom, 2 dahlias. Spiders really like dahlias. I'll just tell you that right now. So if you got some and you wanna do some cut flowers for inside your house, just, double check on those petals. Make sure. It's only the tiny ones. Tiny ones don't really bother me. Really, most spiders don't really bother me. If they're just, they're chilling. I just don't want them on me. Okay, dahlia number 1, all planted and pretty. Some of these leaves are getting a little crippy. But yeah, that's a cute one. Not sure where I'm gonna put this pot yet, but it's there for whenever. Okay, now let's do this pot. I really like this one. This came from my, there's a dead yellow jacket in there. Didn't come out. Oh well, he'll have a proper burial. I'm just gonna leave that in there. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. I stole this. Well, I didn't steal it because she gave it to me. That's my mom's pot. This one's a little shorter. I'm not gonna do, it's about 2 inches in there. This is, oh my gosh, a little heavy. This is Lithidora. I just saw. Such was cute. This is a perennial. Maybe this one won't leave me. Oh, I don't know that I'm gonna have any room. Oh well. This one's a loner, I guess. That is totally fine. That's really pretty. Nice. Blue flowers. I was planning on putting it in a pot with a couple dahlias, but honestly, I think it looks good by itself. This is I'm not gonna put as much soil on the sides of this one. Excuse me, Frank. Because it's on the top here. You know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna take it out here. All of that is gonna go back over here. Not with this, preferably. Okay, and we're just gonna have it sit on the bottom. I don't think I need to make a bed. Oh, Frank, you're just chilling. My little garden companion. Sadie's behind the camera. She's just watching. All right. Here, and it's a little closer to the lip, the level of the lip. Not that it really matters. I just want it to be able to hold water when I want to water it. Oh, the yellow jacket is in my scoop. Still, proper burial. Proper burial. I was planning on talking about books and writing a little bit while I was out here, but honestly, not really much on my mind right now. I want to do a whole good episode on Project Hail Mary, as I went and saw the movie with my husband last night. And only thing I'll say about it now, because again, I really want to do like a full review on it. But what I'll say right now, I have not left the movie theater feeling that happy in a long time. That was a wonderful movie. And I'm about 75% of the way through the book right now. It's a wonderful book too. If you know about The Martian. Martian was one of my favorite books and movies for a very long time. I was a little science nerd for a long time. Same author, Andy Weir. And they're very different vibes, The Martian and Project Hail Mary. It's good. Both of them are great. So, if you haven't already gone to see it in the movie theater, I highly recommend. I love the movie theater. I used to hate it because, well, let's be honest, wasn't very many good movies out for a very long time. And a lot of, especially, post-COVID, it was, everything came out on streaming services instead of out in the theaters. But even after that kind of faded away, nobody was really making great movies anymore. Or it was all remakes of things that I've seen before. And, the ones before were better. Hate to say it, but I needed something original. And I really like when books are adapted into movies, whether it's good or bad. Because, a lot of times, Because take for instance my husband. He's not a reader. He's not a reader. I'll just leave it at that. And I want to be able to talk to him about stuff. And most of his favorite movies are, you know, shoot 'em up action movies. My least favorite kind of movies. But when really good shit comes out, especially when it's based on a book, I can relate. We can talk about it. And it's actually somewhat interesting when I can say, well, that's not how it happened in the book. Or in the book, this is what really happened, or, you know, stuff like that. And it not sound lame as shit. Gotta stop cussing. So, I need more pots. No, I don't. I use these. My okra, that's a problem. There's a hole. And I don't know where that came from. I mean, it's still retaining moisture. I just don't want to put anything permanent in there. I have a rosemary plant right here that I'm planning on letting go in a pot for as long as I can keep it alive, because this will come back. But I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna save that for last. Let's move on to my raised bed, my herb garden. What's up? So, cilantro. This is cilantro that I grew from seeds. Can't probably see a whole lot of this. This is dill. Oh, don't fall. I hate how windy it is right now. This is dill. It's holding on for dear life at the moment, but I think it's good enough to say that it's gonna stay. This is parsley. Again, this is from a seed. And where I have the pots, I have attempted to grow those from seeds, but they decided they did not like the freeze, and so they decided that they were gonna die, unfortunately. But I'm replacing them. I'm really crossing my fingers that the mint is not gonna take over this garden. I may not plant it in here. I'm gonna plant the other two first and then I'll decide. So, gonna dig us out a little bit. I also am using raised bed soil. I don't know that there's just too much of a difference other than maybe like just how, I don't know, how thick the pieces are. I'm also going to go all the way down to the bottom here. There's maybe 6 inches of soil in this. It's not very deep at all. But I don't have any problem growing anything in here. I think that's deep enough. So let's do, there's fertilizer in here pretty much everywhere, but I'm gonna double up on it a little bit for the new stuff. Which is good. I'm just gonna scrape it on back in here. And that should be good. Again, so that soil is gonna mix up together. It'll even itself out. Oh, that smells amazing. Oh, I'm gonna be disgusting after this. This is oregano. I think it's Greek oregano. I don't really care. The flavor is not different enough to me to get any different kinds of stuff. I just grab whatever looks like what I usually get. But I usually try to get organic stuff. I didn't find any organic mint, so that one's not. And I don't think it matters all that much, but you know, why not? A little fertilizer and just, I can actually scoop some of this out. I'm not gonna need all that. It's a little raised, but I can't go any deeper into the planter because I hit the bottom. So that'll just have to do. Now the mint. It's peppermint, but I know mint likes to offshoot, if there's any better way of saying that. I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna not plant it in here and just leave that spot blank. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that alone. I have solved the pot problem. Went inside and found some older pots. So this is gonna be the mint. I'm gonna keep this one inside because it's pretty and it smells nice. This is for, don't take the mint with me. This is for the rosemary. This is a water from the bottom pot. I still water them from the top, but I can put water in the bottom and not have to worry about watering it so much. And then I got these two for the 4 of the 6 of the rest of my dahlias. And they'll probably go on the front porch, flanking the front door, likely. And the last 2 dahlias will probably go to my mom. So I'm switching to regular potting soil again, and I'm gonna plant these. Oh look, got a couple little offshoots right here and a few right here. This plant is gonna go crazy. I think it'll be rather fun. Plant. Obviously I'm going to wipe off all these pots, but she's so pretty. Kind of reminds me of my pothos. I have a lot of pothos inside because very hard to kill. I seem to do a lot better with outdoor plants than indoor plants. I'm not sure why. Okay, next we'll do the rosemary. Here's our little self-watering pot. Water goes in there in the bottom, and it's fed through this string into the inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this out for the moment. Oh my gosh. Really doesn't wanna come out. Kind of being a turd. There's one little, aha, here we go. There we go. This little spike will be driven up into the soil and then self-water. Ta-da. Oh, starting to get a little warm. And the humidity is not helping anything. That ought to do it. So here, I'm gonna take this and go about right there. Make sure it clicks in there good. Okay. And then right in there. Voila. I don't know what this little piece of blue tape is. Yeah, I'm not gonna attempt to get that out with gloves. All right, time for some more dahlias. I think I'm gonna have to do two and two again. I don't think I can fit 3 in here, so looks like last few will be going to my mother. Dahlias number 1. I'm gonna take the sticker off, don't worry. I left them on last year, and yes, I know they look ugly. I tried to turn them away from the street so maybe my neighbors won't see. I'm sure they did though. Well, this one does not have a flower yet. There's a little. Nope. Oh well. It'll get one eventually. Little bit of dirt in the flower, but there's number 2. It's wet, it ain't gonna come out. That's nice. Okay, I think that's everything. I believe, maybe. Here's all my cups. Well, I am gonna go set these out for display and I'll show you what I do with them.